Got a lot accomplished. Felt like the tempo of the practice was just what we wanted. Anytime that you just put helmets on, it's an imperfect football teaching period of time, because there's a curriculum you can't teach, certainly the contact piece. And we did a good job avoiding it, but getting a lot accomplished in the throwing game, a lot accomplished in the those 2-minute hurry-ups. You just have to have attention to detail, really, off the field as you enter the field. And so I felt like today's practice was really, very good. Felt like the new coaches, just starting with offense, Tony Ball, did a very nice job preparing his guys. And I think he's going to be a guy that starts with stance and really improves, the position, one step at a time, right on through. I just think he'll make us better. I think Kevin Steele did a very nice job, putting the defense in position to be ready for, hurry, and it just felt like the defense was really ready to play today. And of course, OED did a great job with that defensive line, and we're young there, but we're very talented, and it appeared to me that talent, starting to come to the front. We're looking forward to, playing hard. Of course, it's just the first practice of 15 practices, and a lot to be accomplished and a lot to do. But for the first one, felt like a lot of enthusiasm. A lot of guys enjoyed. I think there's some juniors that stayed, that really are looking forward to leading and really looking forward to having a great year. And kind of the view of leadership is something that they taken in there into account in this last year. So yeah, I really enjoyed today's practice. I don't know that I've been around a practice to start a string as productive. You have to, kind of school them and let them know what the practice style is going to be. And, these guys, they're veterans, and it's easy to, bring them on and let them know kind of what we would expect and how we would operate. It's not that they haven't been to a practice before, a variety of tempos, and so they speak the language very well. And so, there's some fundamentals that, I need to have, offense, defense, and special teams for that matter, that, at this point in time, I feel pretty confident that, we can get accomplished. I think I'm just going to talk about the guys that I'm looking at. I like KJ Malone. I think KJ Malone's going to be a starter at someplace. Okay, I think he'll be a starter at left guard, or starter at right tackle, or starter at left tackle if needed. And but I think he's going to be a very good player for us. And then the other two guards, old Brumfield will be. It looks like to me that he's kind of getting ready to play and do the things that he needs to do. Will Clapp is really in the same position, ready to play. And so if you put Alexander at a tackle, and you put our boy Posick at center, you put Hawkins at left tackle, that's a pretty good fivesome, no matter who else you play. So looks pretty good to me. So and then I think these guys coming in will provide us with some real, not only depth, but guys that are talented enough to put themselves in position to play. Well, I don't know that I'm really as deep as I want to be just yet. I think when these guys show up here, I think this freshman class, when they show up, I think that the depth will be, much more consistent with the question. More. Right now I'm looking forward to getting them on campus. When that happens, I don't know how I have to answer that question then. But like right now, I think it's let's kind of wait for those cats to get here to determine how deep we really are. I did. I absolutely did. And we talked about the need and the want to throw the football better. And we need, not only the quarterbacks to come on, but the receiving core to come on. And I think we're going to devote a lot of time to it. We're going to throw the ball, in terms of snaps and percentages of our practices very significantly, and so it'll be fun. And I think we'll accomplish that. I also think that I think our two guys that we mentioned there are going to really compete. And I have to be honest with you, I like Justin McMillan. Justin McMillan can throw it. He's a very comfortable, quarterback prospect. And I just, for me not to mention him in the question is probably a mistake. So, but the two guys that will compete right away, it's obvious that they're much more veteran. No, I would give it to one guy very comfortably. If there's that guy that distances himself from the other in a very, demonstrates the abilities to handle his business, through the play call, through the style of offense, through what we do. Yeah, we've talked about our base defense really kind of right away. So it's something certainly that you guys would have seen here before. Yeah, I think you'll kind of look at kind of some of the things that we did back when we were with Bo Pelini and really John Chavis for that matter, and see that there's some carryover in both spots. Yeah, Corey Thompson was out there today, but not played, and Valentine is at this point.
What?
Valentine is not a guy that we're counting on at this point.
Coach, were you anxious to see Coach Steele's interaction with the players at practice and how that translates from the
it's an important piece that the coaches have a comfort of communications with the players, and I think we added Chevis Jackson as a young coach there. DJ Johnson, Dennis Johnson was a player here as a defensive lineman. I think both those guys as GAs will give us a really nice backdrop. And with Steele and Ed, I just think they're really. I think that with you put Bradley Dale in there with linebacking, and then you're really at a defensive staff that overlaps in responsibility and can communicate in a bunch of different levels. So I really like it.
What do you want to see from Brandon? And I know it's just one practice, but do you see maybe some maturity already? Is that something?
Yeah. There's so much more comfort in the play call and the formation and what we're trying to get accomplished in both guys. That I think we're really going to focus on the execution of how to throw it, where to throw it, all those things. Well, I think we're talking about championships and playing, getting into playoffs, and that's where we want to be. I think that message is received in this room kind of naturally because that's who we are and how we're built, and I think it's received very comfortably. He is he's 230 plus, and I think he's stronger and bigger. So we got to make sure that he doesn't lose that great speed too. You really, you have to manage the spot some, and spring hopefully will be one thing, but you know, want to have a bunch of carries in the spring, but, you know, in the fall it'll be different. Yeah, I would expect that he would be a fiery guy, you know.